You know, when you look at a bomb shelter, the architecture isn't exactly about comfort. It's about surviving the absolute worst case scenario, right? Like thick concrete walls, heavily sealed doors.
Right, yeah, it just keeps you alive.
Exactly. It keeps you alive, sure, but it completely cuts you off from the outside world. And today, in this deep dive, we are looking at a guy who basically built a bomb shelter right on his own face. I'm talking about Kakashi Hatake from the anime Naruto.
It's really the perfect metaphor. I mean, you don't build a bunker unless you've learned the hard way that the sky can fall. And for Kakashi, I mean, the sky fell repeatedly.
Oh, yeah. Let's unpack this a bit because his backstory is just brutal. He is this prodigy. You know, he graduates the academy at 5, becomes a chunin at 6.
Which is insane.
Right, totally insane. But then, before he even turns 15, he loses his mentor, Minato. He loses his teammate, Obito. And then Win, who, and this is the worst part, who actually chose to die by Kakashi's own hand.
Yeah, that's...
So his mask is literally exactly like that emotional bomb shelter. It guarantees his daily survival, but it ensures total isolation.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is how that physical mask represents a very real psychological defense mechanism. Psychologists actually call this an earned secure attachment with avoidant features. And that's based on John Bowlby's attachment theory.
Wait, earned secure attachment with avoidant features? That sounds like a massive contradiction to me. Like, how does that actually work in someone's head?
Yeah, it does sound contradictory, but basically, he figured out how to be a perfectly reliable, secure presence for the village. But he earned that status through extreme avoidance.
Okay, I see.
So he substitutes actual emotional connection with just sheer competence. His functional value, like being the absolute strongest, most capable ninja in the room, is what keeps him close enough to belong.
Right, because they need him.
Exactly. But it keeps him far enough away to survive if caring ever costs him again. So he is safe to be around precisely because he won't let you get close.
Wow, that makes total sense. I mean, if you're just the highly effective ninja, nobody expects you to be vulnerable, you know? You're essentially just a tool for the village.
Spot on. And that reliance on function over feeling, it actually mirrors a concept by the philosopher Martin Buber. He described 2 modes of relating to the world. So first there's I-it.
I-it? Okay.
Yeah. This is when you treat people, or even yourself, as mere functions or objects. Think about how you might treat a cashier during a crazy busy holiday rush. You aren't really connecting with them as a complex human. You just need to check out and leave.
Yeah.
Is an I-it interaction.
Right. So they're basically a means to an end in that moment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And the second mode is I-thou, which is genuine, vulnerable human intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, truly seeing someone in their complete humanity.
And Kakashi didn't really have that anymore.
No, because he agonizingly lost his I-thou connections 3 separate times before he was 15. So he deliberately became the ultimate I-it for the village. I mean, he became the legendary copy ninja, a sheer function.
Okay, I buy that. I buy that he's treating himself as a tool, an I-it, to protect himself. But here's where it gets really interesting to me, because that totally falls apart when you look at his dynamic with Team 7.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, he doesn't treat Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura like cogs in a military machine. He actually deeply cares about them. So how does that fit into this whole total isolation theory?
Well, this raises a really important question, and it's actually where Nel Noddings' ethic of care comes in.
Yeah.
Noddings argued that true moral care isn't some grand, abstract concept.
Okay.
It's about paying specific, concrete attention to the actual people standing right in front of you.
Yeah.
So Kakashi, he couldn't do the big, messy, vulnerable, emotional declarations anymore, but he could pay attention.
So it's all in the details for him. Like, he notices that Sasuke specifically needs to learn the Chidori technique just to survive an upcoming fight.
Exactly.
And he recognizes that Naruto desperately needs to learn the value of teamwork. So he's carrying through action, not just, you know, feeling.
Precisely. By paying that kind of granular, specific attention to their individual needs, he proved that he never truly surrendered his humanity. He just, he found a safer way to express it.
That is so heavy. So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Well, the truth is, you likely wear your own mask.
Oh, definitely.
You present this highly competent, functional, reliable version of yourself to the world, specifically to avoid the heavy cost of vulnerability. Like Kakashi, you have found a distance that works.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it forces you to ask a really uncomfortable question. Does anyone actually know the 14-year-old underneath your professional role? You know, the human being inside the function.
And that brings us right back to the bomb shelter. It keeps you safe, but really, at what cost? So here's something to think about after this deep dive ends. Consider the most fiercely capable, reliable people in your own life. The ones who always show up, never complain, and handle literally everything. Are we actively reinforcing their concrete walls by only ever rewarding their usefulness rather than holding space for the hidden grief that forced them to build that shelter in the first place?